everyone, and welcome back to another Vedic Math video by Wizartist. Today we will be practicing the drop 10 method for easy and quick addition. This topic has already been covered in a previous video, so before watching this video, go check that out. Now, in this video, we're going to be solving a few examples of both the drop 10 method and also checking that addition with Navashesh. So starting off with a simple example of 5 different two-digit numbers that we have to add. So the example is 11 plus 34 plus 12 plus 78 plus 98. So we have to add all of these. Now, according to our drop 10 method, we're going to start off with the ones place. This is the ones place and this is the tens place for your reference. Now, in the ones place, we have 1, 4, 2, 8, and 8. Adding them together, 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 8 is you can calculate it on your fingers if you find it difficult, but with practice you will be able to do this quickly mentally. So 7 plus 8 is going to be 15. Now, 15 is greater than 10. We all know that, right? That's simple math. And what do we learn in the drop 10 method? That whenever we get a number greater than 10, we're simply going to put a dash in front of that number. So this 8 is the one that has given us a number greater than 10. So we're going to put a dash in front of this 8. Now this dash signifies the value of 10. Now, the last number that we got was 15. We are going to be continuing with the ones digit of 15, which is 5. So ones digit of 15, 5, and add 8 to that. 5 plus 8 is 13. Again, 13 is greater than 10, so we are going to put another dash in front, which again signifies the value of 10. And we are going to continue with the ones digit. The ones digit over here is 3. That is, the ones digit of 13 is 3. And that's what we're going to write over here, 3. Now let's continue to the tens digit place, the tens place. Over here, the tens place has 1, 3, 1, 7, and 9. Along with this, there are 2 dashes in the previous window, so we're going to add 2 at the end. Right, so in the previous column, 2 dashes, therefore we will add 2. Okay, continuing, we have 1 plus 3, that is 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 is greater than 10. So what we do is we take the 2, which is the ones digit, a value, and then continue further. Before that, we put a dash in the number that gave us a value greater than 10. The value greater than 10 was gotten from 7, so let's just place a dash in front of 7 and continue with the ones digit value. 2 plus 9, which is 11. 11 again is greater than 10, so we are going to put another dash over here. Okay, I'll just move this plus sign over here and put a dash here. Now, these dashes are usually placed over here in this part, but there isn't enough space, so I'm just putting it on the left-hand side. It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, you have to calculate everything in your mind. That is what we're doing this for. Right, moving forward with our calculation, the last number that we got is 11. As we put a dash for the tens value of 11, we're going to continue with its ones digit value, that is 1 here, and then the plus 2, that is the carry forward from the previous column, that is the tens column, due to the 2 dashes that are present over here, these 2 dashes, we are going to add 2 to 1, so this 2 and this 1, add 2 plus 1 is 3. That is what we're going to write over here. Now, is this the answer? No, because if you have a look here, we have 2 dashes in the tens place. Now, when it's the last column and you have 2 dashes over there, you're simply going to put that number as it is in front. Suppose I have these 2 values, 3 and 3. In front of that, to complete the answer, to make it the correct answer, I'm going to put 2. which is the number of dashes present over here. So here we have 2 dashes, and therefore we are going to have 2 written down here. So a simple way to understand this is that this represents the one's value, that is 3, and these 2 dashes represent the 2 times 10, which is 20. So 20 and 3 gives us 23, which is placed over here. The final answer that we get is 233. Okay, so now to check whether this calculation was correct or not, we are going to find the navshesh of each one of these numbers that were added. These are called addends. So let's find the navshesh quickly. The navshesh of 11 is 1 plus 1, that is 2. The navshesh of 34 is 3 plus 4, that is 7. The navshesh of 12 is 2 plus 1, that is 3. The navshesh of 78 is 7 plus 8, which gives us 15. Then 15, navshesh is 5 plus 1, so 15. And therefore, it's going to be 5 plus 1, that is 6. Then for 98, it's going to be 9 plus 8, that is 17. And then 17 gives 7 plus 1, that is 8. So the final navsheshas that we have over here, the circled values, adding them together, we are going to get 2 plus 7, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 8, 26. So we're going to get the value 26, which when reduced to a ones-digit value gives us 2 plus 6, that is 8. I'm going a little fast here because this isn't really essential. It's just going to give you an idea on how to check whether your answer is correct or not. Now moving on to the final answer that we got 233 is the final answer. Finding its navshesh, which is 2 plus 3 plus 3, which gives 5 plus 3 is 8. Which is a magic because 8 and 8, both the values that we're getting here is equal. As 8 is equal to 8, the calculation that we have done here is correct. Now let's move on to 3-digit numbers. We have 113 plus 348 plus 543 plus 879. So we have these 3 numbers, writing down their position. So to give you a clear idea, this is the hundreds place, tens place, and ones place. According to the rule, we're going to start off with the ones place, where we have 3 plus 8, which gives us, 3 plus 8 is 11. We get a number greater than 10, therefore we're going to place a dash in front of 8, because 8 is the number that gave us a value greater than 10. Putting a dash, we're going to continue with a ones digit of 11, that is 1. Then we're going to continue with 1 plus the next number, that is 3, which gives us 4. Then 4 plus 9, which is 13, again 13, is greater than 10, so we're going to place a dash in front of 9, and then continue with the ones digit place, which is 3, which is exactly what we're going to write down for our final answer. So everything below this line goes in the final answer. Okay, now for the tens place, I'll just write it down separately. We have 1, 4, 4, and 7. And let's not forget the carry forward. So we have 1 and 2 dashes over here. So we are going to add 2 at the end as a part of the carry forward. All right, so it's very important that you do not forget these dashes because it can change your answer and make it wrong substantially, which is not what we're aiming for. Okay, so 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, and 9 plus 7 is 16. Now, let's just write it down here. 16 is what we're getting, which is greater than 10. So we're going to put a dash in front of 7 over here, and then continue with the ones digit place, that is 6. 6, now 7 is the last number in the tens row, but we should not forget about the carry forward that we have over here, that is a plus of 2. That is the number of dashes in the previous column, which is the ones column. Right. Once we've done that, we have to add 2 to the final answer, which is 6. So 6 plus 2 gives us 8. So that is what we're going to write down here, 8. Moving on to the hundreds column, we are going to add 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, that is 9. 9 plus 8 gives us 17, which is greater than 10. So we're going to put a dash. Now, every time you get a number greater than 10, it should be habituated to you that you put a dash in front of that. Put a dash in front of that and continue. If we take the ones digit for 17, it's 7. Now, what else do we have to do? Because we've reached the last number 8. But let's not forget that there is a carry forward behind this. There is only one dash in the previous column, that is the tens column over here. So we're going to simply add only one, that is the number of dashes, to this answer that we have. So 7 plus 1 is 8, which is what we're going to write down here. Is this the final answer? Well, no, because we have a dash over here in the last column, which is the hundredths column in this case. And as we did in the previous example, we're simply going to put the number 1 over here because that is the number of dashes in the last column. The last column, 385, is the hundredths column, and that has a dash, one dash. And this one dash signifies the carry forward of 10, which is directly going to be placed in the final answer, which gives us 1883. Let's check this. So 113, which is the first number, has a navashesh of 1 plus 1, 2, that plus 3, that is 5. The next number that we had was 348, which gives us 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 5 plus 1, 6. Right. Next number that we had was 543, which gives us 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12, which becomes 1 plus 2, 3. And the last number was 879, which gives us 8 plus 7, that is 15. 15 plus 9, that gives us 24. So 2 plus 4, 6. Let's add these together. So 5 plus 6, 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. And 14 plus 6 is 20, which, finding its navashesh, gives us 2. All right. Now, for the final answer that we had over here, let's just calculate it directly over here. So 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. And 17 plus 3 is 20. I'm sorry. 17 plus 3 is 20, which essentially gives us back 2. And these two values are equal. That's magic. Math magic. 2 plus 2 is equal. Therefore, the calculation that we have done here is correct. Okay, so the next question that we have here is given on the screen. Starting off with the ones place, 6 plus 3, that is 9. 9 plus 4, which gives us 13. 13 is greater than 10. The rule is put a dash and continue with the ones place. The ones place of 13 is 3 itself, and adding that to the next 3 that we have over here gives us 3 plus 3, that is 6. So we write down the 6 in the final answer. For the tens column, let's just write it down here. We have 7, 2, 3, and 1. Adding that, 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 3 gives us 12, which is greater than 10. We put a dash in front of 3, and then continue with the ones digit of 12, that is 2. Continuing ahead with the next number, 2 plus 1 gives us 3. Now, are we going to write this 3 down as it is? No, we're not. Why and why is that? It's simply because we have a carry forward in the previous column, that is the ones column. The carry forward represented by this dash. So we are going to add 1 to value for that carry forward, which essentially gives us 4, which is what we're going to write down over here for the final answer column. For the next column, the hundredths column, we have 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. So that just 10 is equal to 10, but it's still going to be accounted as a value for the dash. So simply a dash, and then we're going to continue with the ones place of 10, which is essentially 0. It holds no value. So we have 2, which is what we're going to write. But before that, we have to account for the dashes in the previous column, that is the tens column. So we have 1 dash over here. So it's going to be 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 gives us 3, which is what we're going to write down in the final answer. But this is not it. So we have a dash over here. So we are going to add the 1, that is the number of dashes, to the final answer, which gives us 1346. Now let's check whether it is correct or not using our navashesh trick. So The Navashesh of 876 is 821, which gives us 2 plus 1, 3. Next, we have 123, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6. Then we have 134, which gives us 8. And lastly, we have 213, which gives us, again, 6. Adding these together, we have 3 plus 6 plus 8 plus 6. We get 23. 23 gives us 5 when we find its Navashesh. Doing the same for the final answer that we got over here, 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 gives us 14, and 1 plus 4 gives us 5. These two values of 5 and this 5 that we got over here are equal, and therefore our answer is correct. Now let's move on to some bigger numbers, that is including 4-digit and 5-digit numbers. So we have initially a 5-digit number followed by 3 4-digit numbers. We are adding all of these. All right. So according to the rule, let's start with a 1-digit number, moving on ahead. So 4 plus 8 gives us 12. In the first step only, we got a number greater than 10, which is okay. Let's simply put a dash. Continue with the ones place. 2 plus 4 gives us 6. 6 plus 8 gives us 14. So we have 14, which gives us a dash. So both the 8s have a dash over here. And we are going to continue with the 1s digit and write 4 down as it is. The 10th digit, I'm just going to write here 8 plus 5, which gives us 13. Again, 5 is going to have a dash because that's a number greater. Continuing with the 1s digit, 3 plus 7 is 10. Again, we get a greater digit, so we put a dash. Continue with the 1s digit, that is 0 plus 7 is 7 itself, but that is not what we're going to write because we have 2 dashes or carry forwards here. So that is going to be 7 plus 2, which is 9, and this is what is going to be accounted for over here, 9. Now, for the hundredths place, we have 5 plus 6, which gives us 11. So putting a dash here. Continuing with the ones place, that is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus the next number, that is 8, gives us 14. Again, a dash. And then continuing with the ones digit, that is 4. We're not going to write 4 as it is because we have 2 carry forwards. So 4 plus 2, which gives us 6, and this is the number that we are going to write here, 6. With thousands place, 4 plus 7 equal to 11. Putting a dash again. So this one has a lot of carry forwards, but that is just going to give you a good, prep regarding the whole dash, putting carry forwards, adding carry forwards business. So that's a good thing. Now, continuing with our question, we have 1 as the ones place, and the next number 6, which when added, we get 7. And then 7 plus 3 gives us 10. 10 is a greater number. 10 is a greater number. Well, it's equal to 10, but it's going to be accounted for as a carry forward, so I just put that dash. And then the ones digit over here is 0. But that's not what we're going to write. Okay, I've repeated that so many times. You should remember, please remember, because we have 2 carry forwards there. So we're going to add, obviously, 2, which gives us 2, and we'll write that down. In the last part, we have 1 over here and 2 over here from the carry forwards. So this 1 plus the 2 that we got from the carry forwards, that gives us 3, which gives us the final answer, 32,694. Let's check whether this is correct. So we have 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8, which gives us 26, which becomes 8. 6. So this is basically, I'm finding the Navashesh of the given numbers. 11 plus 11, 22, that gives us 4. Then 7 plus 6, 4. This gives us 22, which is 4 again. So the numbers that we finally get over here is 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12, and 12, which essentially gives us 24, and 24 essentially, according to the Navish rule, becomes 2 plus 4, that is 6. So, and the final answer that we got, let's add for that as well. So we have 3 plus 2 plus 6 plus 9 plus 4. This also gives us 24. And then 24 becomes 2 plus 4, that is essentially 6. And this 6 and the given 6 here are equal. And therefore, our answer is correct. Now let's move on to one last question as practice for the day. Okay, so starting off with the ones place, we have 7 plus 6, which gives us 13, which is greater than 10. So we'll put a dash over here. Now, as I'm doing these, I really need you to practice along with me. That's how it's going to be the most fruitful. Continuing ahead, we're taking the ones place, 3 plus 2, 5, plus 4, 9. That is what we'll write down over here, 9. Going on to the tens place, we have 1 plus 7, that is 8, plus 1, 8 plus 1 gives us 9, 9 plus 5 is going to give you 14. 14 is greater, so we're going to put a dash over here. 14, we have 4 over here. Now, we're going to continue with this 4, and let's not forget about the carry forward in the previous section. So we're going to add 1 to 4, which is giving us 5, and that comes under the final answer section. For the hundredths digit, we have 3 plus 4, which gives us 7, and then we have 7 plus 4, which gives us 11. Number greater than 10, so put a dash. Continuing with the ones digit, that is 1 here, as it is, we are going to add 2 to that, because that is the next number. That gives us 3. Now we have 3, but let's not forget the previous digit, the previous row's carry forward, which is only 1 in this case. So we're going to have 3 plus 1, which is 4. Let's write that down over here. Next, we have 3 5s. So let's just, we can put that as 15 as it is. So let's just put a dash over here and then continue with 5. So we have 5. Ones digit. So what? Okay, what did I just do is that just because we have 3 5s, I used repeated addition, that is multiplication, and 5 3 times gives you 15. So that's what I took, and the last 5 gives us 15. So I put a dash. Now the positioning of the dash might be a little different if you go 5 plus 5 and then plus 5. But that's okay. As long as we have the correct number of dashes or carry forward, it's all right. Now, continuing with 15's ones place, that is 5, adding 1 to that, we have 6. And then accounting for the previous carry forward, which is plus 1, it gives us 7. Let's write down 7 here. For the last column, we have just 4 and the carry forward, which becomes plus 1. So 4 plus 1 gives us 5, and therefore the final answer that we achieve is 57,459. Now let's just check whether it was correct. So 45317 gives us 20, which can simply be written down as 2. 5476 gives us 22, which is 2 plus 2, 4. 5412 gives us 12, which becomes 3 because that's 2 plus 1. Lastly, 254 gives us again 12 because it's literally the same digits as the previous one. Just interchange 3. Let's add all of these together. So that is 6 plus 6, 12, which essentially gives us 3. Now let's do the same for our final answer. The final answer that we got is 5 plus 7, 5, 7, 4, 5, 9. Adding that, we have 5 plus 7, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 plus 5, 21. 21 plus 9, 30. And when you do 3 plus 0, you basically get 3. That is the final Navashage. And again, the beauty of maths, both of these values are equal. 3 is equal to 3, and therefore your answer is correct. Okay, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you with your practice a lot, and this will surely make you a lot faster in math. I'll be attaching the link to a document in the description below, which has a lot more questions for you to practice. Try practicing some mentally, some on paper, and let's just improve all of our math skills. So, thanks once again. Until next time, bye bye.